Good morning, Jody. I don't know. I was all on and ready to go, and then my screen went blank again, so I have no idea what's going on. But I'm back, and I'm here, and I have two quick and simple projects that shouldn't take me very long. So yeah, I'm going to have Sam look at it this weekend and see what he thinks might be an issue. But good morning, good morning, good morning, people. It is Freebie Friday. I already posted this morning for you to share your Freebie Friday project. And I thought I was going to show you some pear projects today, but I switched gears. I'm going to show you some more masking and blending techniques with the prairie grass stamp set. So, but before we get into that, I have a few housekeeping items. Stampin' Up's monthly promotion this month is 20% off all in-color products. So if you haven't purchased any in-colors, if you need to stock up on your favorite in-color, my favorite in color is Secret Sea. You can do that now at a discount. So that's going on, and it's already August 15th. Yeah, and then of course I sent out registration for our Stamp Fest 2.0. This is a fundraiser for Cindy's nephew's family. He passed away last week from battling a short battle with cancer. He left behind a wife and 4 small children. So we're doing this fundraiser. There's an in-person event that's happening October 4th, which is World Card Making Day at Christ Church in Littlestown here, if you're local. If you can't make it or you're long distance, there is a take and make to go option as well. And also you can actually tack the take and make option class onto your in-person event so that you can just pick up your packet and take it along with you that day as well. So that is still open. It's going to be open until September the 6th, okay? My winter retreat in October, my full weekend of scrapbooking creative. We have people who come to scrapbook, make cards, diamond art, crocheting, anything. There's a gal that does a lot of stuff with her Cricut, all kinds of things. So it's a full weekend. You can choose to do the full weekend. You can choose to do the 12-hour Saturday only. You can, if you're local enough, you can commute because we have it at a church camp in Chambersburg. You can commute. Or you can do the to-go option. That is open, and registration for that closes on the 2nd of September. Stamp a Stack is information for that will be coming out today, later today. I have an Easton and Gigi Day before they go back to school next week. So he's been bugging me all summer to go to Five Below, and we haven't got there. So we're going to go to Five Below and find a comic book store. He's into comic books now. So we're going to do that today. I'm going to do that today. So I will get the information about Stamp a Stack later this evening. There's going to be 2 options. You can come and join me here in the studio if you're local enough for our Christmas Stamp a Stacks. That's what I'm talking about. Or you can do an in-person club. It's a Stamp a Stack club. It's a 4-month commitment, August through November. If you can't make it in person, you can always do the to-go option. And classes in the studio are Monday the 25th at 10 and 6, just cards and Stamp a Stack, our first Christmas Stamp a Stack. And then also the holiday catalog is ready for pickup at that class, and then I'm going to start shipping them within the next week. And let me see what else. Oh, there will be a paper share in September from the new catalog and the online exclusives. So there's going to be the holiday catalog and online exclusive launching beginning of September. Okay, so today, once again, I'm going to use the Prairie Grass set. This is an online exclusive that was just out in July. It came out in July. It is sort of like a sympathy card, a healing card set. So you're not alone type thing if anybody's going through a hard time, or if they've lost a loved one, or if they just need some extra support. This is more like a support stamp set. I paired it with the arches today, and I'm going to show you what I did. Okay, I made 2 cards, 1-layer cards actually. These are just 1 layer. So 2 1-layer card with the same mask type thing. So we're going to be doing these today. So what I did is I took some copy paper and I cut it down to 5 1/4 by 5 1/2 by 4 1/4, and then I took the 3rd largest arch and did a mask. So we have these 2 masks. Okay, so I'm going to bring in, and then I'm just going to use a piece of basic white that I cut at 4 1/4 by 11. Good morning, Terry. So hopefully you guys can still see me, and I'm not lagging or anything. Let me see, I'm just checking. Yep, looks like we're good. Okay, so I folded that in half. So the first one I'm going to do is I'm going to just layer this right here on top. And I wanted to choose a softer color for this, so I chose Lost Lagoon. And we have our blending brush. So this is another, I'm going to pull it up here so you can see. Another blending brush technique. So how I like to ink up my blending brushes is I just like to pick up some ink. And I kind of want to start here first. The reason I start off the page is because when you first put this down, this is what you get. You get a nice like oval, and I don't want that. So I want this to be brushed off, and then let me make sure this is lined up. Now you could actually get a Post-it note that actually fits like this size. And then I'm just gonna start, and I'm just gonna go. And I always go in circles, and I wanna hold this down so I get my arch look. And if it moves, that's okay, you can line it up. But from what I can see, it's looking really good. So I'm gonna ink it up again, start off my page, and just fill it in. And there we go. So there we have an arch. So there's the one. And then I'm going to take the other piece of the mask. And I'm going to place the arch down. And then I'm just going to blend around there. Hi, Mary Ellen. So I'm just going to do around all these edges here. And you could do this with any shape. You could do this with a circle, an oval, a square. But I love these arches. And I'm just going to move my paper around so I can get this edge. And there we go. So there you have that. Just that quick and easy. One layer cards. Good morning, Patricia. Or Pat. Well, how are you? I think you like to go by Pat. Okay, so I'm going to use Memento, and I am going to stamp on our cards here. So we're going to stamp the tall grass here. This I think is like cat's tail or something. I inked it up with Memento, and I'm just going to stamp it here like that, and we're going to add the greeting. There we go for that one. And then for this one, we're going to use the taller piece. And then I'm going to stamp sort of inside my arch. I have some smudges up here. And you'll never know it. Well, you'll know it, but you know what I mean. There we go. And then I'm going to add, this greeting says, sending the healing power of love. Scripty font in here. So there we go. 2 cards, 1 mask. Right, I'm going to add some bows. So we're going to do a double ribbon with the black baker's twine. I thought I had scissors over here. There they are. These are going to be, this is a quick and easy Friday because summer's winding down and my grandbabies want some Gigi time. The pool's nice and clear, and we're gonna do a little bit of shopping and then come back and do some swimming. Yeah, so. Okay, so I did a double bow and trim this up. Add this with a glue dot. Once again. And I'm have all three Hannah's tomorrow because tomorrow's their 11th anniversary. Can you believe that? Some of these guys have been with me when I was working on my daughter's weddings. But Hannah and Jared will be married 11 years tomorrow. Heather are ready for some type of sale. I'm not sure I'm going to do BOGO because of the new customer reward program. I'm figuring it all out. It probably will be sometime in November because I have a full schedule, unless I can squeeze it in September, but I'm thinking November. And then, yeah, so these are the dragonfly and the birds. So I have some dragonflies here. Now, if these little brass gems are no longer available, the butterflies might be. I don't have any butterflies left, or we would have used the butterflies. Nora, she couldn't just be quiet today. She had to say hello. So there you go. So there we go. So there's two projects today. Two projects today that I did with one mask. So I just took a piece of copy paper. Now I know there are Post-it notes this size, and I thought I had some. So I could not find them yet last night when I was getting ready. I think I probably used them up because they were like my favorite size. So I'm going to grab some more of these. But if you have a Post-it note, you can easily do that where it's sticky at the top. That would probably make it easier for you. Cut out, and then you have two masks. But if you use lightweight copy paper, you can actually see through too to see what you're doing as well. So there you go. So here are all 4 cards that I did the last 2 days. Masking techniques, water blocking technique with the Prairie Grass. It's a pretty inexpensive stamp set. It makes great masculine, feminine. Anybody who loves grasses or beach. I have a bunch of grass around my pool on the one side, so from the road you can't see the pool once everything is up and like now. So yeah, so there we go. I use some of my favorite dies, the arches and the textured note dies, some masking techniques, and this one is an arch too, so I do love these arches. So yeah, I'm back. Was I gone? Okay. Oh, maybe that was when I got kicked out at the very beginning. Okay, alrighty guys. Thanks for joining me. Have a great Friday. I just had a brain fart. So anyway, Friday. And another thing is I am working on a special class with this. I'm going to offer it in October at Retreat as an optional class. These won't be the projects. There are other projects, but I'll be offering it later than for those of you who don't go to Retreat. All right. Thank you for joining me. Have a great Friday, and I will be back next week. Tuesday for sure. Thursday, probably not. Thursday is back to school day. So I always go over and get pictures and when their first day back to school. All right, guys, thanks for joining me.